This is the fastest smoky eye you will ever try. Forget complicated tutorials, no pro skills, no fancy tools, just quick results. This is me before: uneven skin tone, a few blemishes, hooded eyes, big pores. Let's fix that. First step: skin prep. I'm using a lightweight cream that melts right in, almost like water. My top choice is the Laneige cream. It's quick, easy, and never peels under foundation, even if you apply a little too much. Honestly, I can't stop applying it because the texture is so satisfying. And once it's on, foundation just glides over the skin perfectly. Next step: eye cream. I've got fine lines around my eyes, so I like to prep this area too. This eye mask smooths everything out, but make sure you always close the jar properly. The texture can dry out if it's exposed to oxygen. Next is brow gel. First, brush your brows in the opposite direction. This makes sure the gel coats every hair. Then brush them back up at about a 45-degree angle and press with a wand to set. I use the short side because my brows aren't very dense, but if yours are fuller, go for the long bristles. It's faster and easier. And here's an important rule: always do brows before foundation. That way the gel won't mix with your base and leave a white cast. I told you in my last video that it was the very last drop of the foundation and we finished the jar together, but I just can't live without it. So I'm going to mix a very light shade for winter with a darker shade for summer, and I blend them together first on the back of my hand. And I'm using a silicone sponge on the other side of the brush, then apply to my cheeks in circular motions. I do have some blemishes. Yeah, not the best week of the month, so let's fix that. I like to build 2 layers for a glowing finish. It adds moisture, which is perfect because fall here is so dry. Love that glow, look at that. And let's normalize this if you have skin texture issues. This is no reason to feel guilty or feel like you have to use full coverage. It's strange how the beauty world makes us think otherwise. Personally, I love the trend of normal, glowing skin, and if you don't like foundation, skip this step entirely. But this one, it literally stole my heart. How many of you have already tried this foundation? Let me know in the comments what do you think about it. And as I promised, no complicated techniques today. I'm doing makeup not like a makeup artist, just to show you the main things and how to do it in the right way without overthinking or removing anything. I apply concealer right along the orbital bone around the eye, not too close to the creases, and I love this one from Armani. It has a moisturizing effect. I tap it into the skin with my finger. Actually, it works as a 2-in-1. It brightens and gently massages the under eye area. Just a little massage, not too much. And while it's still wet, trust me, you have plenty of time. This is a super fast and easy makeup. I go in with a creamy blush. Cream and cream are the best friends. They blend beautifully together. I'm using the safest shade from Rare Beauty. Not too bright, not too vibrant, so you can go heavier on blush with a smoky eye, but it can end up looking too much. Without it completely, though, the look feels unfinished. Balance is a key. I usually apply it with my fingertip, but sometimes I overdo it and oh, magic trick, I calm down the color using the leftover foundation on my brush. Instant fix. I'm using Clinique loose powder to hide any extra shine, especially under the eyes. It helps the area look flat and just fix the makeup in general. Let's be real, this look can't survive without powder, or it will transfer onto your phone. I definitely don't want to go all day with a bare skin on the side where my phone touches. So after that, we can do some sculpturing. I'm using my favorite powder contouring from Charlotte Tilbury. The bronzer has that perfect undertone. It never looks muddy or orange, just perfect for fair to light skin tones. It builds up quickly and smoothly, no patches or spots. I apply it on the cheekbones, temples, tip of the nose, and a little bit on the sides. This highlighter is honestly one of my favorite because it gives the skin this really soft and chic glow. It's not glittery or metallic, just a nice natural radiance that looks great on camera and in real life. What is most important actually. Whether I'm doing a more glam look or just a simple everyday makeup, it gives such a polished finish. The eyebrow pencil from Laura Mercier is honestly the softest pencil ever. I use it to fill in gaps but keep my brows looking fluffy, not completely filled in. One brow is a little sparser than the other, so I focus just on the areas that need it. I also use this pencil for eye makeup sometimes, but not today. What I'm using it for is the lip liner. I love this shade because it's the most natural. If you have brown hair, it's perfect for you too. It just looks really soft and natural. If you are a medium contrast person, then choose the brown eyebrow pencil. I recommend to do the lips before the smoky eyes because that way you can see the full picture of your look. If you skip the lips, the lower part of your face can look heavy or empty, even with concealer or foundation. If you start with just the eyes, it's easier to go overboard and end up with a really bold look when sometimes you don't even need it. Doing the lips first helps balance everything and giving you a better idea of the final result. This perfect combo you always ask me. So I always use lip serum from Laneige. They are a must for natural, healthy glow on the lips. One thing I've noticed is that when your lips have a glossy, hydrated finish, it can actually make your eyes appear bigger. It's all about light reflection. The subtle shine on your lips catches the light, which mirrors the natural highlight on your eyes. This creates a sense of a harmony on the face and draws attention upward, making the eyes look brighter and more open. And time to move on the eye makeup. I'm skipping black today. Instead, I'm using a brown pencil with a slightly reddish tone. It makes the look softer and less messy because it blends beautifully with your natural skin tone. I apply it along the upper and lower lash line, then blend it gently with the tip of my finger. The warmth from your finger helps the pencil melt into the skin for a seamless finish. Just a reminder, I apply concealer on my lids first, which makes the creamy pencil blend even more easily. We can actually leave it like that, and you really don't need 5 eyeshadows for a smoky eye. Just adding a bit of powder on top is enough, but let's make it a little more interesting. I'm using 2 basic eyeshadows that you probably already have in your kit or something similar. I love this shade from the Makeup by Myra palette. It's close to my skin tone, just a bit darker, so it looks the most natural. It's not too dark, just like a soft natural shadow. I apply it with a flat brush to prevent fallouts, but you can also use your fingertip. Even if you blend it slightly up toward the brow, it won't look messy. It just softens the look perfectly. For my hooded eyes, I like to create a soft natural shadow on the extra skin. This makes the eyes look less puffy and adds depth without being too dramatic. Of course, we can add a little extra depth to the lash line with some color, and I'm using a gray shade. Don't worry, it's pigmented enough, so it's not too light for this step. I apply it with a thin brush right at the roots and then blend it out. If brushes aren't your thing, you can totally skip them and just use your fingertip. That works just as well, and since I don't have long nails, it's super easy for me to do it this way. Mascara time, I'm using the Lancome Idol. The one is super thin and really comfortable to work with, which makes it perfect if you are not great with the bulky mascara brushes. It separates the lashes beautifully and gives a lot of length without clumping. I love how it grabs even the teeny lashes in the corners and lifts them up, so the eyes look more open and awake. You can keep it natural with just one coat or build it up for more drama. It layers really well without getting heavy. And here's the final look. Lips, eyes, and yes, a real textured skin with a few blemishes. A cool toned soft smoky eyes created in just a few steps, fast and easy, perfect for beginners. What do you think? Let's discuss in the comments. And do we really need 1,000 steps to get a smoky eyes? I think why not if you have that time and love experimenting, but if you don't, this is exactly the kind of makeup you can do at home, even without extra brushes. Simple, quick, and very effective. And that's it for today's look. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this step-by-step made smoky eyes feel a lot less scary and way more simple. If you try it out, let me know in the comments how it went for you. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you want more easy tutorials like this. And see you in the next one. Bye!